All right, I'd like to call the December 13th, 2023 meeting of the Ogden Town Board to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd ask you to remain standing for a moment of silent reflection and prayer for our military servicemen and women serving around the world, as well as for our first responders. Thank you. And thank you all for attending. Tonight, we are going to start with Resolution 282, approval of the minutes.
So moved.
Moved by Councilman Baker, seconded by Councilman Gerbino. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. We will move into privilege of the floor. Is there anybody here that wishes to address the board at this time? Okay, then I will close privilege of the floor. We'll move into reports and remittances from town officers. Resolution 283.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Councilman Tom, seconded by Councilman Hinman. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Town audits, Resolution 284.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Councilman Tom, seconded by Councilman Baker. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. The town received two correspondences from the Ogden Police Department for two heroic life-saving measures by Officer Ronnie Brett and Officer Ryan Sherman. We will include those in the minutes that we post, but just obviously want to congratulate them, obviously on a job well done, but their ability to meet these individuals after the fact and get to talk with their families, who we're very grateful, obviously, that their loved one is still around to be here at Christmas time. So very grateful for our guys in the police department. We're going to move into reports from town officers, and I'll give my supervisor's report here. I participated as a member of the Council of Government Steering Committee, continuing to talk about shared service agreements with the county. We got some good things coming up. Got a little bit of an update on a program that the county is implementing to provide internet service to areas of the town of Ogden that are very difficult to get broadband service to. It's not necessarily going to be something where we all end up with faster internet. The purpose is to literally find places that do not have access to broadband and provide it to those regions of the town. But that's just one of the things that they're working on. Thanks for everybody that attended the second annual Christmas tree lighting ceremony. It was definitely twice as big, and the food ran out twice as fast. But very grateful to Tony and the maintenance staff for setting everything up, to Noel for constantly pushing more lights, and Christian and all the sponsors that were part of that event. It was excellent. Likewise, the Parks and Rec Christmas Parade, all the departments that participated in that, and what a great event that was as well. Certainly our thanks again to Andrea and her entire staff. It was a tremendous time. We, on behalf of the town, presented proclamations to the fall sports athletes of Spencerport High School, and certificate to Simon Devenish for his time on the Canal Depot. He has stepped down and somebody else is taking over, but it was really good. There was quite a few people there at the fire hall, and barely had enough room for that spot, but it was great. A lot of families that were there. We put together a committee that conducted interviews for Zoning and Planning Board. We found 4 candidates that are very qualified and bring great perspectives to the zoning and planning boards. Those will be appointed at the organizational meeting. Speaking of which, our organizational meeting is January 2nd at 4:30. Quite a few things that the town approves of annually to start the year off. Yesterday I had the privilege to swear in our new animal control officer, Ariel Ambrose. She is awesome, if you get a chance to meet her. Very excited for her and her family, and for us, obviously. She comes with a great deal of experience. And then also was able to swear in a guy by the name of John Eckhout, back as a part-time animal control officer, really hitting the ground running with a lot of training and helping out as Ariel gets onboarded here. We met with our assessor, Pam Dolliver, to discuss the 2024 reassessments, and she's here tonight to go over some of the plans and some of the things the board still needs to decide on in work session after this. And then tomorrow, as I had told the board, we've got a large stakeholder group. It's larger than we thought, Pam, sorry, but it's great to have that much interest. Also wanted to mention, I know I wrote a very lengthy article on this, but a little bit of an update. Congressman Morelli tomorrow is meeting with CSX to have a discussion on the Gillette Road Bridge. We've had really great communication between Congressman Morelli's office, my office, the county executive's office, Josh Jensen. I mean, everybody's really been very receptive and open to hearing. We've looked at a lot of maps. We've talked through a lot of things. And I believe that it's being taken seriously. I don't believe it was being taken seriously before. And I think that right now there's a lot of eyes on it. And so I'm hoping that really drives an actual decision. I'm told that all of the lawyers between the state and the county agree that this is a CSX issue, and that's where Congressman Morelli is hopefully going to step in and help us out, but we will see. I'll give you an update on that when I hear back. I think that's it. Councilman Baker.
Thank you. So I just want to echo what you had said about the holiday parade and the tree lighting. Both were really good events. I attended the holiday parade as a member of the fire department, and just to see everybody out there was wonderful. And I think the line was moving, and all the kids seemed really happy. So I was glad to see that. And the tree lighting, just congratulations to everybody involved in that. A lot of work went into it, I know. So I know we were all hoping the tree would light, and it did. And so yay on that. Just wanted to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and also just wanted to give kudos to Superintendent Wolf and his guys. I know from the last time we had met, we had some snow fall on the ground, some icy conditions, and they're always at the top of their game, communicating to everybody, saying how many trucks they have out, and who to call if they have to report anything. So so far we've been lucky not to have the bad weather yet. So, but I know that when we do, we'll be prepared. So appreciate it. That's it.
Very good. Councilman Gerbino.
Nothing to report.
Councilman Hinman.
Same sentiments, especially with the CSX crossing over Gillette there. Any pressure we can put on that, I get it. It's my neck of the woods, so I hear a lot of people complaining about it. So, also, I thought everybody did a great job with the event, the tree lighting ceremony. I thought that was really good. So, and it's nice to know that all the kids now in all the neighborhoods we're known as the town that has Santa Claus's sleigh as a fire truck. So, but. Other than that, I did go to a planning board conservation board meeting. So riveting meeting. So, but it was good just to show and see those guys and just show face and just support. So, but it was good. But just went there, and other than that, I got nothing to report.
Very good. Councilman Toms.
No report, thank you.
Highway Superintendent Dan Wolf.
Yes, a few things. First of all, we redid some water lines to Highway Department, and Brian informed us that we had to insulate them, so they're done, and we put hose reels on them. Water lines coming down on each hose reel for clean the trucks and wash them when they're parked in spots. We took care of that. There was another problem I ran into, it's nothing against Tony, the plugs that dropped down in front of the, couple of the trucks. We put plug chargers on our trucks, so we wanted to put plug drops in. And I was over talking to Jerry Patterson from he's the electrical engineer, or not, electrical inspector. And, the plugs that we put in, he told me the specs on them, so we have to change what we have in there now, and they gotta go on, everything has to go on GFIs, they're not on there now. The cord rails were a great idea, if they could've stayed, but, the cord rails can't stay there, they're too light of a wire for that to come down, so the highway department's going to be, reconfiguring that and, putting them on GFI, breakers, and then panel boxes, so that, we're gonna be working on tomorrow to start that going. The heat in the building, Wolf Mechanical was in there last week. It's a good thing Todd's here, that, they left, and our building is pretty messed up for heat wise. So, that's been an ongoing issue, for cool air too. I mean, at one point, you actually had to put on a hat and coat in the front, dispatch office, it was so cold. So, I didn't know that until I read an email today that, Moline contacted Noel. But, I would like to put the heating and air conditioning out to bid for the highway department. I believe it's yearly, well, it is a yearly contract. And it's not working right, so I think we have something, our floors in the back aren't working, so I'd like to put it out for contract for bid. And the last thing is, had a meeting with Mike and Sherry, this week, and it kinda caught me by surprise with the meeting with the department heads about the 15th. I'm having a hard time to get the 15th to close out my books by the 15th. And I'm wondering if there's, any type wiggle room in that, because we're not gonna make it. I got 3 vendors coming in tomorrow just so I can get the price on some things. It was, I didn't know, I thought the budget went till December 31st, from January 1st to December 31st, but
Yeah,
15th is very hard for us, the highway, because at this time of the month, we purchase things and get work going that we waited off on, held off on. So I don't know if that's something that can be looked at. I mean, Sherry's doing a great job, but the 15th's pretty hard.
well, we can talk about it because it's not really board business, but the whole point is being able to wrap up the books on time. The way that Sherry, and previous to that, Brian and Tim both said, when I thought that a hard deadline was rough, they said, well, there's 345 days to make a purchase, that 15 isn't gonna kill anybody. But at the same time, I remember Sherry saying in the department head meeting that if anybody has any extenuating circumstances to speak with her. It sounds like there's wiggle room, I guess, is the long way of saying
All
it.
right, that's all then.
All set?
Yep.
Thank you, sir. Town Clerk Noel Burley.
First and foremost, I just want to thank everybody for their nice words, their comments, their coming to the service. These last couple days have been hard, but I just want to thank everybody, especially Dan, for securing the location for the lunch. It meant a lot to the family, so thank you. Also want to thank you guys for allowing me to indulge in my Christmas activities. I can't thank Tony and his guys enough. I just hope that we can grow this and maybe make it one event, and looking for bigger and better next year.
That hot chocolate was amazing.
It was good. Thank you, that's it.
We will always make it appropriately sized. Our town attorney is not here, but he will have an update, I'm sure, after the new year. There is no other unfinished business, so let's move into new business. Madam Clerk.
Resolution 285, approving Supervisor and the Finance Director in the amount of $250,000.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Hinman, seconded by Councilman Gerbino. Any discussion on this item? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Resolution 286, authorizing the adoption of the 2024 appendices B and C to the intermunicipal work agreement by and between the Town of Ogden and the County of Monroe, establishing the payment of fringe benefit rates for 2024.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Baker, seconded by Councilman Toms. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next, please.
Resolution 287, executing a contract agreement with Metro Group for the provision of state-mandated full-service water maintenance of the Town of Ogden's heating and cooling tower.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Gerbino, seconded by Councilman Hinman. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next, please.
Resolution 288, executing a contract agreement with Metro Group for the provision of water treatment services at the Town of Ogden Town Hall.
So moved.
No, second.
Moved by Councilman Baker, seconded by Councilman Toms. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next, please.
Resolution 289, authorizing Ogden Town Supervisor Mike Zale to execute a 3-year contract agreement with Cummins Sales and Service for the provision of generator inspection services at the Ogden Town Hall.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Gerbino, seconded by Councilman Baker. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next, please.
Resolution 290, authorizing budget modifications associated with contractual consulting services furnished by Bolanos Law and Harder Seacrest.
I'll move that.
Second it.
Moved by Councilman Hinman, seconded by Councilman Toms. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next, please.
Resolution 291, authorizing a request for the furnishing of sealed bids associated with Ogden Police Department fencing project.
I'll move that. Second it.
Moved by Councilman Gerbino, seconded by Councilman Toms. Any discussion on this item? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. I'm going to make a motion that we adjourn the meeting and move into work session.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, we are adjourned to work session.